Tell us about the Monsters of Rock show at the Coliseum that we hosted, right? KNAC hosted it.
Absolutely, and live on the radio. It was that was a great event. And if you'll remember, that show was delayed by one day because Sammy Hagar had a strep throat and couldn't sing with Van Halen. So they postponed one day, and then we went down to the Coliseum. I think it was now on a Sunday or Saturday, I forget. But anyway, that place was packed. And about midway through the Metallica set, Brian Murphy, who was the promoter there with was it Avalon Productions, he comes up and he says, "Thrasher, come down here. I need you to go on stage." I said, "Okay." So we go down the elevator. We were up in the press box in the Coliseum, where there normally would be the sports guys. And down the elevator and down into the hall and through the back and up right by the stage. And he says, we're going to have to shut this down. I said, "What?" He said, "We're going to shut this down. It's just these kids are going to get out of control here, and there's a mosh pit developing in the front and blah, 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 blah." So boom, all of a sudden the juice goes off. Metallica looks around like, what? What happened? He gets Metallica off stage, and he takes me by the elbow and walks me towards this lone microphone from about 20 yards off stage, and he goes, "Here, now go out there and tell them that everything's okay and that the show will continue if everybody just calms down." And he pushes me off with, kind of oomph by the elbow. And as I'm about 2 steps away, and he says, "And they might throw chairs." And I go, "Oh, okay." And I kept on walking out there. When I got to the microphone, I've forgotten exactly what I said, but it seemed to kind of calm things down. I got the message across that the show was going to, it was going to start up again at some point, but asking everybody to be cool. But as I looked out over that crowd there was some 80-some thousand people there. And it was like just this big, unmanageable sea of worms in a, just wiggling all around. It couldn't distinguish people from anything. It was just crazy. I can't imagine what it would be like to try to perform to an audience like that and get a reaction from them, because you don't hear anything. You just hear this, big wall of sound, and then every now and then a big hey, it's
now
pretty crazy.
The station broadcasts live all day from the Coliseum, right?
Right. So we did that, and that was actually pretty exciting and came off really pretty well. We had a real good engineer, a guy named Ron Russ, who's still working in town somewhere, but he had everything set up, and we never lost signal, never had any problems, and
had some expletives on the air.
Oh, quite a few, as I remember. Yeah, so some from a couple of the disc jockeys that worked for KNAC. I hate to say that I was the most experienced jock on staff at the time, but I was the most experienced jock on staff at the time.
Yeah.
So, and I had I think I was about 7 or 8 years in at that point. A guy like Long Paul, who, dropped a couple of F-bombs. He dropped a couple, and a couple of the artists did also.
Yeah, I think when Long Paul interviewed Metallica is when the F-bombs really went out of control.
I'm exactly. Sure the typical KNAC listener was offended by all that, too.
Yeah, that's like what their mother tells them at the dinner table.
The station that helps you relax and unwind after a busy day.
How about if I just kick your ass?
Southern California's only
Real ass kicker.
I could use a good ass kick, I'll be very honest with you.
There they go. Kingdom Come has taken the stage. The Monsters of Rock is underway. This is KNAC.
KNAC is there at the biggest pure rock events.
People are streaming down onto the floor of the Coliseum. Look at that. It's crazy. There is an absolute solid mass of people covering the entire Coliseum floor to about the 50-yard line from the stage. It's nuts here. Metallica is on stage. This is the Monsters of Rock on KNAC.
There was that one time up at when we played the Coliseum with on the Monsters of Rock there in 88, 89, where I had a few post-gig beverages there, and I was pretty jolly. And I did an interview. Was it with you?
There's a long call. There's a picture.
Okay. Hey, look, somebody gave me a picture of that right here. And I think the old F word there came out good, sort of every other word there for about 10 minutes was the F word. And
yeah, we played that back several times.
Yeah, okay. Lars, that was very interesting. It was like 10,000 raging, I want to say fuck, but I can't because I'm on live. But it was 10,000 raging freaks just towering towards us. That was brilliant, man.
Live from the Monsters of Rock. Let's go backstage. Ton, are you there?
This be the Red Rocker. We're getting ready to go on. I'm feeling a lot better. I hope I can sing. Ow! KNAC does rock. I've been listening to y'all day.
Pure Rock KNAC, your #1 concert connection.